Alaska is larger-than-life immensity and wonder of nature at its most wild. It has the highest mountain, the most glaciers, over 3,000 rivers, and 3 million lakes. There are more than 6,600 miles of coastline to discover, and there are rich cultures and a deep and colorful history. The largest state of the U.S. has scores of places not yet visited by humans. It's one of the last and greatest unspoiled places on Earth. There's room to breathe in Alaska. On paper and in videos, Alaska looks and sounds like the perfect place to live, just like living in paradise. But Alaska is far, very far from paradise. Here are 9 reasons why you should not move to Alaska. Number 1. I'm going to start off with one of the most obvious reasons not to move to Alaska, which I mentioned in several previous videos. Most people know there is a drug problem in Alaska, and most people, like I was, are going to be shocked at how much worse it is than you expected. Sometimes it seems like parts of Anchorage are nothing more than a free-for-all drug zone, but even in smaller towns like Valdez, no matter where you are, you're going to notice the drug problems and everything that comes with them. Maybe if you live somewhere remote in a community that only has a couple of hundred people, out in the interior, for example, you won't notice it as much. Number 2. Saying Alaska is windy is an understatement. Everybody likes a nice cool breeze on a hot summer afternoon. The problem in Alaska is on most days there's a strong cool breeze, whether it's 70 degrees in the summer or 0 degrees in the winter. Alaska has strong winds that most places in the lower states would consider hurricane force winds. Number 3. Alaska receives over 20,000 earthquakes every year. That's 1,666 earthquakes every month, or around 55 earthquakes every day. No matter where you live, you're in earthquake territory. The good news is Alaska is so large and many of the earthquakes are so small, you never feel most of them. Number 4. The long and dark winters often plays a big part in getting seasonal affective disorder. This is a type of depression that's related to changes in seasons. It begins and ends at about the same time every year. Symptoms start in the fall and continue into the winter months, and they often resolve during the spring and summer months. Number 5. The amount of daylight and sun in the summertime can make it very difficult for some people to get to sleep. If you like to sleep in total darkness, no matter how good your dark curtains are, there's always rays of sunshine slipping past them, lighting up parts of the room. Covering up your windows with cardboard is one way to conquer the sun. Number 6. Alaska is like a giant amusement park, but the problem is the entry ticket to most of the rides are very expensive. Snowmobiling, off-roading with ATVs, and boating are just some of the common hobbies in Alaska. But even if you want to go for a simple camping or fishing trip, bring along plenty of cash. Because of the distance everything is from everything else in Alaska, you typically don't go camping or fishing for 1 or 2 days. And driving 5 hours or 7 hours to camp or fish at your favorite spot is not uncommon. What would be a small weekend trip in Mississippi is a vacation in Alaska. Number 7. Everything is trying to kill you in Alaska. It may sound funny when you say that, but it's more funny how true it is. A fun adventure like hiking down a trail or taking snowmobiles out to see bison are just 2 ways you can freeze to death in a matter of minutes. Moose seem to collect points in competitions of how many human heads they can kick off. Then you have the avalanches, extreme weather conditions, wildfires, mud flats that suck you into the ground like quicksand, just to name a few. It only takes one mistake in Alaska to die. Number 8. Depression is a serious problem in Alaska. It's not only due to seasonal affective disorder. Most of Alaska is far from the next place down the road. There is a lot of isolation throughout Alaska. But even if you live in Anchorage, the largest city in Alaska, you're still very far away from your family and friends back in the lower states. Just remember, flying from Fairbanks to Virginia takes longer than flying from Washington to Europe. Number 9. Be careful who you hang around in Alaska. Most Alaskans are happy and positive, but you do find a lot more depressed and negative people in Alaska than you'd expect. Those people will bring down everyone with them. As soon as you notice someone has a negative attitude towards life or towards the community they live in, drop the cannolis, run away, and save yourself. There will be another bakery in the next town over.